If you've been watching my videos, you'll know that the last exam went well, but when has an exam, doing exams ever just been one exam, right? So after that exam, I had another exam and it was only a few days afterwards. And because this one was significantly easier and because it being the second exam and the first one being a lot harder, I hadn't prepared as much for this exam. And after doing that exam, I kind of started to like slow down a little bit. I wouldn't say burnt out, but so that good feeling kind of compensated for like me putting in extra work and striving really hard over the weekend. So I'd kind of slowed down on the weekend, and this day I'm filming for is Monday and the exam's on Tuesday, so it's only one day I have. And I knew that like, okay, Monday I'm gonna have to really like go hard and push through and do everything I can. Started off not so good because I actually slept in past my alarm. I felt a bit fatigued in the morning. I forced myself to get out of bed because like I have to, because this is my last day to prepare for the exam. But then like mentally I took a note like, okay, after this exam, let's give ourselves some time to rest, and because it has been like studying, so I will have to like take it easy a bit after Tuesday. But that day hadn't come yet and it's still Monday. So we have to kind of like bring the thunder today, especially because, as I said, I'm not as prepared. Anyway, it's bank holiday today. So when I went into uni, Ground Cafe was closed, which I kind of expected them to be anyway, but I was still holding on hope that maybe that was open. So I had to go into a cafe near uni and just work there instead. I got coffee from there instead. It was raining today and it was kind of nice to kind of like work in a cafe. It was, obviously rain is rain, but it does have advantages as well, right? So it does create the ambiance for hardcore cafe studying. So I was working in there. I done two study sessions to start the day with. I started off with studying today because I felt that if I do gym first, then a portion of the day would have gone past and I wouldn't have started on studying. So I would have gotten to like halfway through the day and it's like I haven't even started my studying. And in combination with the fact that if I'm doing 6 study sessions today, so I'm going to try and really hit it hard today and really make up with intensity what I couldn't make up in consistency. So I was doing 6 study sessions today, and obviously if I kind of like do that all in one chunk, mentally it's harder to do. Do you get me? So like if I come out of gym and it's like, okay, fine, I've done gym, and then like I'm doing bam, like 6 study sessions, that's quite hard to conceive. So I thought I'll break it up by doing 2 study sessions in the morning. I didn't do any of my like do a little bit of hard work first and then do coffee because I felt like I was quite tired. As I told you, I was quite fatigued and tired this day. So I thought like it's okay if I get a coffee first because I need it, right? This is why I do that in the first place. So when I need it, I can do it, if that makes sense. Anyway, so yeah, coffee in the cafe, doing work, 2 study sessions out the way. Then I went to the gym. I was considering skipping gym today, but then it's like if I skip gym, then it's like it's not just one day, because I kind of see gym as like the whole week, if that makes sense. And each day I'm training a different like body part, or I'm doing like a different exercise. So if it's like I miss one day, it's not like I miss one day, it's like the week is incomplete. And I know that might sound really like pedantic, like come on man, just take a day off. Yeah, I know, but it's like it's not just one day, it's the whole week, which isn't probably a good type of thinking to have. But anyway, the point is I still went to gym because I wanted to do gym. I like it anyway, and I think anyway I still went gym. It was annoying because my socks got wet in the rain because it's raining today. It's bank holiday Monday. And so obviously when I was like putting on my shoes and taking off my socks, like my socks are wet, and then you put it back on and it's not very nice. Done gym, came out of gym. Now it's time to eat. It's time to have some food. I brought food with me. However, because it's bank holiday Monday, normally what I do is I go to the physics room and I warm up my food there. However, there is no physics building open today because it's bank holiday Monday, because the people who open the physics building are the physics people, are the physics office staff, and obviously they're not here because they're enjoying their bank holiday Monday, which is fine. But then that means I have to go somewhere else. I had to go to QM Social, which I went to. But the thing is, I don't have a knife and fork, and normally with the physics museum open, I can have a knife and fork there. But obviously because everything's shut now, nothing's open, so I didn't have anywhere to get a knife and fork. So what did I have to do? I was thinking like, okay, like I was thinking of ideas because I didn't really want to stress over this, right? So I was thinking like, okay, maybe I can eat it with my hands. But then I was thinking like, there's no way I can eat this with my hands because it's not the type of food you can just eat with your hands. Like that, it's not viable. I was just coming up with any solutions just because like I just wanted to eat. But then I was thinking like, okay, not viable. I was like, okay, maybe I can go into KHF and I can commandeer a plastic fork. Anyway, and before anyone says like, oh, you're being wasteful and things like that, I understand. No, I'm not being wasteful. I don't think so, because when I normally go to chicken shops and places like that, they give me a fork and they give me a tissue, but I always say, no, I just need the tissue. You can keep the plastic fork. So please don't think I'm being wasteful. I'm not being wasteful. But on this particular occasion, I did need a plastic fork. So lo and behold, I went into KHF, I asked for a plastic fork. I said it with enough confidence and conviction that they gave me one, because that could have gone one or two ways. They could have said, no, you're not a customer, you're not buying anything, even though I'm not a loyal customer, but I've been there a few times, isn't it? Anyway, had to walk all the way to KHF and come back with a plastic fork, which is a lot of walking, but it was necessary, so what can I do? And I had my lunch in QM Social. That's nice. Okay, let me take a break because that's a lot of talking. Okay, then after that, I have 4 study sessions left. It's now 4 o'clock, so what do? I get coffee because it will allow me to do the 4 study sessions a lot better. Now, is it a bit late for coffee for me personally? Yes, it is a little bit late. Is it the best move on the table? No. Is it a necessary move on the table? Yes. So, went back to the cafe and near uni, I got coffee, and then I came back into the library. Because it's raining and because it's summer, it feels like a top floor library day. So I went into the top floor library day. I don't think I saw that many people. If I did, it would have been like high and by. So I went into the top library and I started working on those 4 study sessions. I really had to make up in intensity what I hadn't made up in consistency, which is a stark contrast to the other exam when I was like doing a little bit every day. But now it's like, okay, I kind of got to bring the thunder today, right? Because the exam's tomorrow and I'm not prepared yet. But I was thinking like, I can prepare enough today if I work really hard. So motivated by that extra cup of coffee, which was quite nice. I did enjoy it a lot, so I don't regret that decision. At 4 o'clock coffee isn't too bad. It's okay. It's not too bad for me anyway. Got coffee, went into the library working. I'm trying to make up. As I said, I'm trying to work really hard because tomorrow's the exam and I'm not as prepared. Yeah, just working away. What I actually done was I've noticed that for this particular exam, a lot of the same questions get reused. Fine, okay, right, so do those questions, but I don't know how to do those questions. Okay, fine, so what I done was I left the exam paper and I went into the tutorial questions, because the exam papers don't have solutions, but the tutorial questions do have solutions. So I literally utilized these 4 study sessions in just copying down the solutions to the questions. And so it was like me taking notes, and I was trying to absorb what they was doing by taking those notes of those solutions and analyzing them and highlighting any formulas that I would need to and any methods that I would need to reproduce in the exam tomorrow. So that's kind of what I done. So I was studying. It was relatively late when I finished studying. I think it was about like 7:30 when I finished. I planned to do 6 study sessions, which I was close to, which I done pretty well at achieving. I'm glad, like I said I was going to do it, and I did do it. However, I'm not sure if I done 5 or 6, because towards the end of the day things got blurry and everything just kind of seemed the same, and yeah, I have a cheat sheet to do which I need for the exam, which I haven't done yet. So I'm going to try and do that tomorrow before I have the exam, because the exam's at 2:30. Anyway, went home after that. I told my mum, like, okay, I'm gonna be home a bit late today, because obviously I got to put in the work, and because because I woke up a little bit late, but I actually got home relatively early. I think I got home like 8, which isn't too bad considering everything, which isn't too bad at all. So like I got home at 8, so I left uni like 7:20, which is good. So I went home. This was bank holiday Monday, the day before the second exam. I done a lot of talking and I had to speak very fast just because this was like a big day and there's a lot to get through. Thank you for all the support you've been showing me, and yeah, so yeah, thank you.